back to the channel for another reaction. Today is a very exciting day, ladies and gentlemen. We got a surprise drop from Babymetal and Slaughter to Prevail. What an iconic duo coming together to make probably one of the most intensified tracks we probably would ever hear. This one is probably just gonna be one of the most intensified, hardcore, most energetic, most insane track probably that we will ever hear, ladies and gentlemen, because these two completely different bands matching the same type of energy with the guitars, with the tones, with the overall, with just the amount of stage presence that these two bands have. This one is going to be insane. I can already tell. This one is definitely gonna be insane. So I'm definitely gonna have to pre-strap myself in for this one. Just let me say, because I'm gonna get knocked off my feet. I can already tell. Alex with his deep raw vocals, with his energy, with the deep tones of the band, with Babymetal with their high intense pop energy, with as well as their kind of like a hardcore metal screams as well. It's insane. It's definitely insane when it comes to these guys. So I think on one of my previous videos of Babymetal, I kind of questioned what it would be like if Slaughter to Prevail made a song with these guys, because they've been featuring on a lot of metal bands. They've been featuring on a lot of like singles that that Babymetal's been around. They've been trying to push the boundaries when it comes to like the singles and the features game recently. So I think I questioned what it would sound like if Slaughter to Prevail was one of those features. So I guess today's the day we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited. I have no idea what this one's gonna bring. Like I said, all I know is this song is just gonna be packed full with the amount of intensity, the amount of energy that they could possibly fit into this track. And I already know the breakdown's gonna be insane. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe, I will appreciate it, and it will help me out. And if you like Babymetal as well as Slaughter to Prevail, be sure to leave a like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome music. So we're just getting started on these heavy bangers. Ladies and gentlemen, two of my favorite bands to react to coming together to create this track. Let's get it. This is Babymetal and Slaughter to Prevail's newest release track titled Song 3. Already in. Bring in that Slaughter energy. Ooh. Let's go, girls. Oh, so choppy. Look at that dark tone. Oh man, the intensity already insane. Oh. It's a sharp, crispy chops. Oh, there it is. Oh, here he is. The man of the hour has joined the party. Let's go, Alex. Bring me in. Look at that deep tone, man. It just doesn't stop. you want to dance around a little bit. That two-steppy. Alex tone, man. Insane. Break it down. Oh man, I wanted to keep going a little bit. I wanted to continue that little breakdown section there. But oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, Babymetal and Slaughter to Prevail. I never thought I would see the day. I never thought I would see these two completely different bands coming together and just create this intensity, powerful pack track, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, it's a very short one. It's a very short one, though. I kind of wish it went on a little bit longer, to be honest. But they just packed it full with just the amount of intensity that they could, and then it's just still like a little quick little Slaughter banger, though. Babymetal is pushing the boundaries when it comes to these, features. When it comes to these, some band like collaborations with different bands. I like it though. It's broadening their horizons, broadening their spectrum of music as well. Trying different genres into the death metal, into like the more poppy kind of thing stuff with poppy as well. I've always had this thought of what if two bands came together and created like an album together, like a fully fledged album together. I think that would be kind of cool idea. So maybe Babymetal could be the first one to do it with all these features, with all these other bands coming together. Maybe they can come together and bring all these bands together and make a solid album. Wouldn't that be interesting to see? But either way, like I said, I have no idea what's being said on both sides of the band, even especially on this one. Because you got the Babymetal, you got the singing in there. They're taking care of the Japanese sort of thing. Then you got Alex on the other hand singing in his Russian tongue with his deep scowled vocals that you can't even comprehend what is being said there as well. But either way, with both bands, it definitely shows the contrast there with Babymetal's high energy, high pop sound influence. Then you got Alex coming in midsection of the song, and they're just bringing in his darkness, his demon energy that he has, with intensifying the track even more. It has that dark kind of twist to it. It has that dark kind of tone, underlying tone. I know that, especially probably because the Slaughter is a death metal band. It has that dark twist. It has that iconic tone and sound to them, with their creepy leads, with their intensifying breakdowns, as we could see here on this one. So I don't know, it's kind of a little bit different on the Babymetal side of things. They weren't singing a bit too much, but in some of the parts of the song there, it sounded like they were screaming. It sounded like they were doing some background scream vocals. It sounded like they were screaming along with Alex as well in some of the parts there. So I don't know if they do screams. I thought they just did no cleans, and they had the heaviness undertone on the instrument side of things. But if they do screams as well, man, send me some more videos of them screaming, because I'll be happy to check out what the girls can do on the screaming side of things as well. But it sounded like they were doing a little bit of the screams in there at the beginning when they first came around there. But like I said, man, mid half of the way, Alex walking in, doing what he does best, just okay, it's my turn now, let me show you what I can do kind of thing. Bringing that song home at the end there with the intensified breakdown. I wish it went on there a little bit longer there, in my opinion, but it is what it is. Music video side of things, I have no idea what's going on. I just know they're just in the classroom tearing shit up, just throwing desks, papers going everywhere. Alex probably had enough, trying to write his thesis statement. I already know the struggle when it comes to writing those type of essays, just let me say. But either way, very interesting video nonetheless, man. I have no idea. I don't know why they call it song 3 though. What happened to song 1 and 2? I guess they just completely overwritten that. I guess this one just had so much hype, it had so much intensity, they didn't need the other 1 and 2. I don't know, but either way, I'm sure a lot of you guys who speak the language and can actually understand what they're saying, can tell me what the song's about and stuff like that. But, it is a fun watch. It is a fun thing just to watch, both bands, just act crazy, just act goofy in their own way, just having fun with the video and just having fun, just creating some good old-fashioned heavy metal music, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. If you're having fun, that's all that matters. And if you're not having fun, You're not trying hard enough, just let me say. But if I would have to rate this one on like the Babymetal, features and stuff like that from other ones that I previously reacted to, I don't know. I felt like this one was a little bit lower compared to those ones. Like, similar to like, the Poppy one, the Electric Cowboy one. I'm sure there's other ones I'm forgetting to mention, but I felt like this one was a little bit a step, below those ones in my opinion. But even though I love Slaughter to Prevail, I love my boy Alex, but I felt like this one, it just felt like it felt a little bit lower compared to those ones, in my opinion at least. Just fine. But if that breakdown, lasted a little bit longer, I might have to step it up just a little bit. But this one compared to the other ones, felt like the other ones were a little bit better. But either way, that's just me. I love Babymetal. I love my boys over at Slaughter to Prevail as well, and I believe they're coming out with an album, I think, pretty soon. So I'm gonna happy to check that one out for you guys as well. Like as always, there's gonna be a lot more Babymetal coming your way. I know a lot of you guys really like me reacting to them as well, so be sure to stay tuned for that as well. And be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, because when the same channel is channel, you don't miss out on a single one. Guarantee that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.